Hi everyone, Animal Girl here, back with another Movie Talk special edition. It's New Year's, so I thought it would be fun to do a movie that is basically a New Year's movie, even though there are some Christmas elements to it. And that movie is Rudolph's Shiny New Year. Following the events of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, everyone's favorite reindeer sets off on a new mission to bring happiness to the children's world, to the children of the world. It turns out that the new baby New Year has disappeared, and it's only 6 days until the New Year starts. Unless happy, the baby New Year can be found and returned to Father Time's castle in the desert of all enzymes, then the new year will never be able to begin, and time will come to a complete stop. Okay, highlights of the movie. This movie was made in 1976 and was created by Bass. And it takes place immediately following the events of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And this movie was actually made 2 years after the original Rudolph movie, or the original stop-motion Rudolph movie. And this movie basically tells the story of how Rudolph saved the new year with the help of some new friends. Okay, things I loved about this movie. First off, I loved the story. I thought it was a very ingenious and adorable story. And I mean, really, how many New Year's movies are there out there? So I thought it was really cute, and it explained the transfer of the year from one to another very well, and just simple enough for kids to kind of understand and follow what's going on and why it was so important to get Happy back to Father Time's castle. This is also classified as a holiday movie, and I love holiday movies. So it got big points for that, as well as the fact that it is a New Year's movie, which, as I stated before, we don't see a lot of. Also, I loved the islands of last year, and these are the islands in the archipelago of last year, where when a year ends, the, I'm trying to think of what you would call it. The person who represented that year goes to the archipelago, selects an island that is not being used, and the time basically just remains the way it was during that year. So whatever big event is going on during that year goes on during that year. And so you know, there are probably like bajillion little islands like these there, of course. And we get to visit some of them, and they're really, I thought they were cute and very ingenious little designs to the islands. And I really liked it. I also liked the little clockwork people who worked for Father Time. I thought that was very unique. They all had like a little clock somewhere, and they were either people or animals. Some of them had a clock in them. Some of them were an hourglass. And I just thought that was all, I thought those were really cute too, to be working for Father Time. Okay, actors in this movie. Rudolph was voiced by Billy Richard. Father Time, who narrates the story, was voiced by Red Skeleton, I believe is how you say his name. And if I'm mispronouncing anybody's name, I apologize. Big Ben the Whale, who will make an appearance in another Rudolph movie, was voiced by Harold Perry. 1 Million, aka OM, who is the first of the year people that Rudolph meets on his adventure, who is a caveman, of course, if you haven't figured out by his name, was voiced by Morley Amsterdam, I believe is how you say his name. Sir 1023, who is a knight, was voiced by Frank Gorshin, I believe is how you say his name. And his island was very unique, as it is all fairy tales, because in this movie, 10 to 3 is when all the fairy tales that we know as children actually took place. So everyone there is a fairy tale character, which that was like probably my favorite of the islands. And 1776, aka Sam, and Eon the Terrible, who is the villain of the movie, were both voiced by Paul Free. And if you can't guess what big event was happening on Sam's Island, here it is. That was when the United States became the United States. So they celebrate the 4th of July every day on that island, which would be kind of fun, but would also probably get a little redundant after a while, in my opinion. I mean, I love the 4th of July and all, but I wouldn't want to celebrate it every day of the year. Okay, feel free to check out my other special edition videos. Just keep in mind, please, that the Lion King birthday special edition video is exclusively on my Facebook page. I will do a remake of it, I promise. However, I will not be doing the remake or reposting it to YouTube until October 6th, which is my birthday, just because it just makes sense to post a birthday special edition video on my actual birthday. Also, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. And please like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and like and share if you're watching this on Facebook. And feel free to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, and DeviantArt. I have my name for those 5 sites right there on the, or 4 sites, excuse me, right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note that all pictures seen within this video belong to their respective artists. I own absolutely nothing. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, also feel free to check out my other movie talk videos. Just, again, please note that Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Van Helsing, Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, and Spooky Buddies are exclusively on my Facebook page as well. Again, I will be doing remakes of them to post on YouTube. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith will be done sometime after the holidays, so within the next few weeks, hopefully. But Van Helsing, Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, and Spooky Buddies will not be posted until next October, due to the fact that Spooky Buddies is a Halloween movie, and Van Helsing and Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters fall into that category. So I just figured, I'll just redo them for October. So please be patient on that as well. Until then, you can check them out on my Facebook page. I will have the link in the description section. Okay, and the movies continue right there. Also, feel free to check out my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, I'd just like to touch on 2 things. First off, please note that my top 10 Star Wars favorite men video and my book talk video on the School for Good and Evil Book 3, The Last Ever After, are, as of the posting of this video, exclusively on my Facebook page. I will be doing remakes of them to post on YouTube sometime after the holidays, so please be patient with that. They will be within the next few weeks. It depends on what my work schedule looks like and how crazy busy I am. But I will do remakes of those and have them posted on YouTube at some point in January, possibly as late as February, but hopefully that will not happen. Also, due to the fact that YouTube is considering is considering them spam, my TV Talk videos are now exclusively on my Facebook page. The link will be in the description section, and so you can look things up a little easier, or just know what TV shows I'm doing reviews on. Here's the list. Okay, as always, thank you for watching, and have a safe and happy New Year.